What is going on? It's Olong. Olong had to read a message real quick. Okay. Here I go. So at the end of last episode, I had just gone up here and got my butt kicked a few times by the big red bear. I am sorry, I cannot remember the bear's name. I wish I would, because it was a cool enemy to get to fight. I was frustrated at first, but after a few attempts, recognized the patterns. And I think the last attempt I actually played decently well. So, happy to overcome it. They dropped a really cool helmet. If it was heavier weight and therefore had better like stats about it, then I'd certainly be, I think, it would be even harder for me to decide not to wear it. But I'm going to stick tried and true to my Banished Knight set. Definitely, I'm a big fan of the Banished Knight set, both for its armor value as well as for what it represents in terms of the enemies in the game. Banished Knights in this game to me are similar to other enemies in Souls games that you come across, such as Lothric Knights or Black Knights, who will kick your butt. And then you fight them a few times and you learn to parry, you learn to backstab, you learn how to beat them, and feels pretty good, feels rewarding. And I really think those enemies are, I'm going to use the word quintessential Souls enemies to me. So that's another reason I really like the Banished Knight armor. Take a peek down there real quick. Do I see anything? There's some Kindred of Rot. Now to this point, the Kindred of Rot I've come across have been chill AF. They have not wanted to fight, they've just been big chillin'. So I'm curious if those guys will be the same. Is that a church? What is that? Doesn't look quite like a church. There's a furnace golem or a unlit furnace golem outside. And on the inside, like a chimney stack or something. Unbeknownst to me. Alrighty, time to get move on. So I'm thinking, you know, I might have to go through the Shadowed Keep to progress after Scadu Altus. Or I might, the other way I could go is down through the fissure. I think I might progress each one up until a boss door, and then from there decide which one to try to go through after that first. I'm interested to see how the fissure ties into the Finger Ruins of Rhea. I think there's going to be some connection there. So I kind of want to make sure I do things in an order of which I am happy. I also think the Finger Ruins of Rhea could potentially be related to Frenzy Flame, and I'm interested to see if there's any implications of my character there, because my character has renounced Frenzied Flame. Like, I took on the Frenzied Flame brand, and I have since removed it with Mikola's Needle. So I'm interested to see if there are any repercussions of that, if the Frenzied Flame god or goddess is involved. Okay, let's go down here. Now, to me, I've cleared that camp on the right before, I do believe. This lake up here, in which we saw some of the, what I'm going to call spirit worms, look like somewhere you might encounter a boss. So, I'm interested to see what happens when I run into this lake down here. Okay, that was a little awkward. I'm just going to leave him now. Okay, no boss. I can kill these guys in 2 hits, so I am going to run around and actually kill all of these guys real quick. Interesting enough, there's also a Stake of Marika on my left, as well as there's a statue of Marika, hopefully with a scadutree blessing right up here. So as there is a Stake of Marika, I believe either right just ahead in that room, or after I kill all these spirit worms, potentially a boss will spawn, because that Stake of Marika right there would signify somewhere I can respawn. It is rather close to the lake, so I'm thinking that, you know, the boss probably isn't going to spawn right there on it. Jeez Louise, guys. I might not need to fully charge these. Do they use less FP if not charged? Yes, but also I didn't kill it yet. Oh, no, actually, I just didn't hit him, is the problem. That's the one thing about this weapon is sometimes I find it a little difficult to actually connect with enemies when trying to hit them. Sorry, mate. So yeah, let me just see if killing all these spirit worms happens to cause a boss to spawn. This L2 is cool as crap. Okay, he decided to chill out. However, I'm not going to do that. So we've seen these spirit worm enemies around, but I mean, I haven't noticed them have too much significant going on other than just kind of being there. So this might be an entrance over to that swamp area, and therefore a way to get around and back here and go up to that map. So it looks like there's might be a lot more I can do in the game before either the Shadow Keep or the Fissure. Let me see how difficult it would be to kill this flower. No, so my things... Sometimes I've had a hard time getting my guy to get off the horse. And then that happens. Sorry about this lag. Okay, they're rather resistant. Let me try Fire Pot real quick just to see if perhaps some fire damage might do a little more. Fire certainly had an effect on this guy. Probably a good idea for me to get a heal off. Also, probably want to be prepared to use a neutralizing, maybe not neutralizing bolus, whatever the anti-poison bolus is. Want to be ready to pull that out of the inventory should this guy get me poison here in a second. Let's see if he dropped anything. Normally I think they just drop like a Miranda flower. Poison bloom and a Miranda powder. Excuse me, powder, not flower. Darn. I do need to remember to try to actually use camera lock when I attack with this weapon, because it seems that I have trouble connecting sometimes. So there's some perfumers up here. I'm kind of expecting like a boss or something, given that there is a stake of Merrick outside, but that's one way to do it. Damn. Not as much reach on this thing as I think it would have. Budding Cave Moss, Perfume Your Robe, Heal from Afar. I wonder if that lets you heal from afar. An Erdtree incantation discovered in the realm of Shadow. Fires a projectile toward distant allies that greatly restores HP on contact. Even when far beyond, far out of sight, the Erdtree will surely give us its blessing. Surely. I like the I like the use of the word surely there. Surely the Erdtree will give us its blessing. Surely it will. Now, I wonder if that is related at all to the Mesmer Soldier Armor, which says, a small consolation to those forced to wage a war without grace or honor. So I wonder if America sent Mesmer and them here to do this crusade and then completely like abandoned them or something. Okay, what do we got going on down here? Bunch of grave birds. Very poisonous looking area. Okay, so again, before I dip out any further of Scadu Altus, I kind of wanted to finish fully exploring it. But I can pick back up easily there at the Morth Ruins. So I'm going to progress this way up until I find a site of grace. And then at that point, I may turn around. Or I may go back to Morth Ruins and come back to where I was and continue canvassing Scadu Altus from there. Okay, best way I have found to deal with grave birds is good old bow and arrow. So you just hit them in the head while they run at you, and they do this. Might be better for me to manually aim that a little bit, but gets the job done. Those guys tend to hit me, like whenever I try to fight them in melee, so just popping them in the face from range seems effective and prevents any risk from anything that might happen if you were to get double teamed by them. Usually one enemy in this game at a time is manageable, but as soon as you mix more than one of them together, you have to deal with more than one enemy at a time. Usually it's not a good thing. Okay, it's a little area down there. I don't really see an easy way to get down there from here. I think up the road that way, there's like a dragon warrior. Let me see if this kindred of rot, anything interesting. Oh, you can talk to this guy. Forager Brood Cookbook 5. Pearlescent scale. Forager Brood Cookbook, huh? Oh, Forager Brood Cookbook. That's from Sir Moore. A record of crafting techniques left by the non-human Forager Brood, shared out of kindness towards Moore and his kin. Hell yeah. Opaline pickled liver. Temporarily grants a large boost to non-physical damage negation. Scorpion liver, found by hunting spider scorpions. So, looks like it might be a little difficult to find that. I think those scorpion spiders are in, I've seen them in the Shaded Tower, or Bellyrat Tower Settlement. So I'm not confident that you can get down there from here, but I'm sure we will end up down there soon enough. Thank you, Mr. Kindred of Rot. Oh, I kicked your skull away. Sorry. There are a ton of great birds around here. I gotta admit, I don't think I'm going to fight them all. I think I'm just going to skirt around them. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not when there's seemingly no benefit to killing them. Guy hanging in a tree up here, I think. Nope, just a weird branch. I'm not of the belief that killing these gray birds is going to grant me anything I wouldn't have otherwise, so I'm going to just be skirting by them. Now these guys are almost protecting something, but it's not like I know what. I'll just go ahead and aggravate them real quick and move along. Hopefully they will leave me alone if I get far enough away. Make sure to feed my horse real quick. Don't think he's taken much damage recently, but certainly would not want to get knocked off him. Rahu base. Rao base. So earlier, I had taken used an imbued sword key to teleport up into Rao. I don't know how to say it. But now I'm here at the base of it. Okay, so looks like I get a new scadutree, and I'm now at 10. Should also be able to level up one time. Nope, not quite. I am about 6,000 runes short. I believe I have some in my inventory that I can use to get there, which I will do. 6,000, that one will work. So I'm going to gain a level real quick, and then I'm going to go back on out to Scadu Altus to finish my canvassing of Scadu Altus. Sorry for the... Oh my... Just tabbed me out of the game. Sorry, don't know why that happened. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, what would I like to do? Oh, hey, check that out. That's pretty cool. That red sky behind it. Big old shaded tower. Okay, back to here. And I will finish looking around Scadu Altus. I am nearly done with this area, and the next place I'll be going is exploring through that poison swamp, I believe. That will be my choice. Yeah, so I killed all those spirit worms last time through here and didn't seem to get anything. I think it's interesting that there's a Stake of America right there, though. Right over there on the left, there's a Stake of America, so I'm curious what it's there for. Typically, those are near a field boss. Or a boss in general. Okay, so there's a bridge over there I think I'm going to be crossing. Down there's that Fort Knight. Give me these shadow sunflowers, thank you. That's just a boar, I think. Hell yeah, check out Jagged Peak out there, looking awesome. Very nice. Let's take a peek down here, see what we can see. Ooh, okay, so there's an item right down there we want to go get. There's a shack over there. Across the first bridge. Oh, here is a tutelary deity. Should have a spear dash. She's being protected by a curse blade. Trying to get my weapon out. I was planning on just trying to R1 through that guy, but he is not having any of it. Sometimes you can just stand in front of these guys and they will just miss you and miss you. One more. There it is. Not the cleanest kill I've ever had, but a kill nonetheless. I can swap off immunizing horn charm. I don't need the poison resist now that I'm not in the poison area. Revered Spear Dash. So again, the curse blade we just fought, if you read the descriptions, the curse blades are ascetics, and after basically like being a monk for a long time and being dedicated enough, they will turn into these guys. These guys are tutelary deities. A Revered Spear Dash tends to coalesce in their hands. Revered Spear Dash is, I think, just the Ash of the Dead. The Curse Blades are actually, if you remember before when we fought the monk guy at Morth Ruins, Dryleaf Dave. Dryleaf Dave is a monk of a sect who basically, I think, they use the word ascetic, and you also find the word ascetic in the Curse Blade items. So Dryleaf Dave and that sect of monks will, to my knowledge, become Curse Blades, and Curse Blades then become tutelary deities, who are these kind of dead, dried up guys we see. Morth Ruins. Oh, these guys usually... one time I killed one of these guys, and the first time I did kill that particular guy, he dropped like a Revered Spear Dash or something. Can you go underground here? Oh, you dropped a Scadutree fragment. Alright, so there's more for me to do here, but I'll come back after I... Is that another curse plate? No, there's just dogs. So I'll actually be going to Morth Ruins next after finishing looking around the surrounding Scadu Altus area. I want to kill these guys real quick so I can take a look from this ledge around it. Oh, there's a spirit spring right there. It's one of the blocked ones we have to hit a rock to uncover. I also would like to go talk to Sir Moore since we got a cookbook related to his group. The foragers. I can't think of the exact name, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's how I'm going to end up getting up there to that church. Or whatever it is. I think it's a church. There's some foresting to be done around here. Oh, never mind. It's not... Oh, yeah, it is. Yes. Well, I can't even see where the spirit spring is. But I think it's, like, above me or something. Or inside this wall or something. That must be it right there. I'll note my location. Come back to it. Okay, so this is the path through to, I believe, the Fort of Desolation, or not Desolation, but Reprimand, which I have cleared earlier. I believe I also looked around all of the ledges and that kind of thing up there, so I'm going to come up here on my left real quick, just see what it is. This is another lake. I will run around this place, give it a good old look over. So the spirit worms, there's some weird stuff. There's like a little spirit worm heads or something poking out of the ground there. Which I'll go check that out in a second. Excuse me, I'm going to take a moment just to take everything in. Excuse me. Yeah, very nice. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, I have some coughing to do. Oh yeah, that's one place I haven't not been yet either. I'll make sure to mark it. I might run down there next. How long is this episode? 23 minutes. Yeah. Boar running away. I'm gonna go... Maybe I can pick these items up? They're protecting this turtle, perhaps? There might be some kind of secret there to do, but I think I'm gonna choose to leave them all alone for now. I've tried killing off groups of spirit worm enemies to this point, and none of those ever ended up doing anything. I cleared out that camp before after I killed the ghost flame dragon there, so I don't need to be there again. So let me come down here and check this building out. This is not too far from where I killed a bunch of crawfish. There's a bunch of misbegotten here leading up to this place. Misbegotten... I don't know that I have any misbegotten armor. I have some misbegotten weapons, I think. I don't have any misbegotten armor to tell me what they are probably related to. Oops. Oh no, my weapon's not in my hands. Why is that? Try to get the wall behind me and then I will heal up. Man, what is going on right now? Well, this has just gone poorly. Okay, I might be able to stabilize now. Try to get rid of these guys one at a time. Damn, I'm getting hit by a lot of arrows. There we go. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, we got it here. Yeah, I ran up there and, I had no weapon in my hand, and then, did some incorrect inputs, and, was a little rougher of an experience than I imagined. Who did that? You? These guys alone are not scary, but if they attack you as a group, it would not be ideal. So I'm gonna pick them off from range. Dude, there is a huge feathered arrow in my head. That thing is kind of funny. Okay. Ooh, piss. That's a big one. Damn, he's a lot of reach on that thing. Bring it on, bucko. I was kind of thinking I would get a backstab there. This guy perhaps cannot be backstabbed. I've been down there and I have killed those crawfish aplenty. If you are interested in maybe some advice on how to combat the crawfish, there is a dedicated crawfish guide on my channel you can check out. And it's a bit of a humor video, but it has, I think it has good information in it too that'll actually help with the crawfish. So if you want to know how to fight crawfish, or if you want a funny video, or if you'd like a little bit of both, that is available. Alright. Alright, now what's in here? I want to find out. Oh, I'm getting attacked. What's up? Oh, is this another lava forge related thing? Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. Okay. Looks like I got a little dungeon to do. Okay, I need to go take care of some stuff. So that's gonna wrap up this episode right here. So I'll pick it up from here in the next one. But hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.